Hello and welcome to Liberate Your Life podcast, a place where we come together and explore Ayurvedic wisdom, holistic healing, and spirituality, empowering individuals to explore their true nature and transform their life. I'm your host, Melinda Reese, Ayurvedic practitioner, Panchakarma specialist, and founder of Tahoe Ayurveda. And I am here to help you transform your life. Welcome to episode 14, Honoring the Winter Season. In this episode, I share Ayurvedic wisdom with the winter season, how to stay in balance internally and really tune into what nature is offering for your overall health and well-being. The winter season is an amazing time of the year to slow down, go inside, connect into your inner light, your inner being, your inner guidance, and really allow the body and the mind to rest, renew, and really deeply nourish during this time of year. So the winter season is a beautiful balance to its opposite, summer, where summer is really highlighted by the intensity of the sun and the pitta dosha. The winter season is connected to kapha. And then there's also an undertone of vata. So with kapha, we're really looking at the qualities of heavy, dense, cold and wet. And then there's also this element of vata that comes in with this cold as well, but also this dry aspect in some areas. So what that's offering is this time to really slow down and bring in the opposite qualities so we don't become too kaphagenic, so we don't become too heavy and too dense. But the heavy and dense and the cold is there. Those things, right? If you think of heavy and dense, it helps to weight you, it helps to slow you down. And the cold, you don't move as fast. Whereas in the summertime, the heat is really invigorating and you want to dance in the sunshine and everything is blooming and everything is in full force. So in the wintertime, these qualities really lend itself to honoring this time of deep replenishment and nourishment and quiet. And not all areas really have the natural environment that really lend itself to doing that. I happen to be spending my first winter up in Tahoe, and so I now get to experience the snow and the cold like I never have before. I was in Santa Cruz before this for 20 years. So we just kind of charge the whole year through. So this has been a beautiful time in my life to really understand the winter season and really honor the cold and the quiet and the stillness that it offers. And I'm learning how to feel myself in this time, which is very different for me. So this is a practice for me honoring the winter season. So with that, again, it is really important to understand the doshas, the qualities of the winter, how they are so intelligently designed to balance the qualities of the summertime, and how to use the winter season to really bring in this overall balance internally, and then really rest, replenish, so that when the spring comes, we can liquefy the kapha in the body so that it doesn't get stuck, so that the waters can flow and so they can nourish the land and they can nourish the body, and that everything can really thrive when we come into the full summer, the heat of the summer. So with the winter being kapha, with its cold, heavy, dense, and wet qualities, it's really important that we maintain a balance during this time so we don't become too kapha, but we really allow for that kapha to infuse our system and guide our everyday practices. So again, if you are kapha in your natural nature, it's important to really make sure that you are cultivating an inner fire, and really for everyone that we're bringing in this fire quality, that we're staying warm and bundled up, we're doing yoga practices and breath work to really create the kapha balance within that fire element so that we can really see through that heavy, through the dense, so that we can still have that clarity and that mental clarity, but yet also invite in this like heavy dense. So it's this balance, right? It's this dynamic balance to really feel how you're feeling. You know, you're going to go through these different rhythms throughout the season, throughout the day, around how am I feeling? Am I feeling more invigorated? Am I feeling more sluggish? What do I need? Am I honoring the season? Am I understanding that, you know, this winter has this quality of slowing down? Can I slow down? Why am I afraid of slowing down? What qualities do I need to stay in balance? How do I really optimize this season so it can really support the nourishment, the replenishment, the relaxation, the rest, and the renewal that's needed so that we can really be in tune with the natural cycles of life in this beautiful divine intelligence that guides this whole life evolution. As you can see, the external environment has let go of all of its leaves and it's going deep into the core of the plants of its life, into its roots. And this is an amazing opportunity for us to do the same, to really quiet and connect within and really allow that process to transform our inner world as the outer world is also transforming. So we can really tune into our inner world and nourish and quietly reflect in this deep stillness of what this nature and this natural movement is offering. And so during this time, it's also really important to, again, really balance the season, really honor the season, really understand what's going on. And the more we connect to nature, the more we will be deeply guided in our own true nature, and we will find our truth because it lies in the natural world. We are of nature, and when we tune into the natural cycles of life, it supports our everything. And so this winter season is really highlighted by this time to slow down, to connect, to go within, to connect to your roots, and to prepare for what's coming in this beautiful year of rebirth and into the summer sunshine. Ayurvedic recommendations to support you during the winter season and your own personal self-care. Start incorporating in warming spices such as black pepper and ginger to really keep that internal heat going, keep the digestive fire really strong and active so it doesn't become slow and depleted during this time, so you can really still assimilate and process your foods and create really beautiful tissues in your body. You can also sip warm water or ginger tea during the day and really refrain from cold, bubbly drinks. So the cold is obviously going to cool the system, but that also depletes the digestive fire. So you really want to think of really warming and nourishing and really bringing in the opposite quality of the cold, both with the kapha and the vata doshas during the season. Make sure you're eating warm, cooked meals, less munchy, crunchy, dry, raw, cold foods. So warm soups and stews and roasted vegetables and yummy khichdi during this time, and warm grains in the morning, and really, think of unctuous and just this bowl of soup that is just so easily to digest and really warming and really nourishing during this time. You can also do yoga practices that are more invigorating, that really kind of help to penetrate through the kapha. So you really want to build that internal heat, build that tapas. And so you want to be doing sun salutation. You want to feel that really active heat in your body to really help move the kapha so that it doesn't stay stuck within the tissues, the joints, the muscles, or in the mind, right? So you really want to cultivate that inner fire and really feel that power so you can really bring in that quality of the pitta through this kind of very kaphagenic season. Breath work as well. You can do breath of fire, or you can do nadi shodhana, alternate nostril breathing, really kind of create again that purification of the mind, of the channels, bringing in that prana quality to really open and expand. You can take warm baths before you go to bed at night. You can put warm sesame oil on your body for your self oil massage your feet. Really think of how do I bring in the opposite qualities of the cold, the dry, the wet to really begin to nourish the body on such a deep level, and really honoring what this season is offering, but to really stay in balance. So we don't want the kapha to get stuck in our system as we move into the spring and especially into the summer. So the seat of kapha is in the chest, right? So kapha, with its wet and damp and heavy, dense, it can get very phlegmy in the chest and in the face and the sinuses. We have a lot of colds in this season. So you really want to make sure that you're burning through that you're helping to move and expand, that we're not getting sluggish and dense and heavy in our tissue, in our mind. So these practices are really available to really ignite that fire within. And then that is also this time of really clarity and purity and really connecting deeper into the core, into the roots of this time that really holds this incredible place for transformation and rebirth. So again, honoring the winter season, it is the perfect balance to the year, this time, the cycles of life, and really trusting that it has everything we need and that we take responsibility for doing our part to stay in balance and really optimizing this time of year and really preparing for what's to come with our ultimate expression, our highest good, and our deep fulfillment. Thank you for joining me on this 14th episode of Liberate Your Life podcast. You can connect with me on Instagram at melindareese.co or check out my website, melindareese.com, and sign up for your free discovery call and explore how Ayurveda can help support your transformation.